Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. I'm ready with yet another update before we jump on to holiday season. So surprisingly, there are a good number of timelines what we have come across with, and I have huge number of cases out there to share with you. Before I dive into it, there are a few updates I would like to share with you all. You would not be able to link up your application unless and until it's loaded on GCMS, and that's something. It's not in your hand. It has to be done by IRCC, or I would say their centralized management system. So when you are able to link up the application, is an indication that yes, your file is uploaded and it's now assigned to a specific visa officer, and that's how you will be able to get the update on your ADR, like for PCC, biometrics, medicals, whatnot. So that's one. You can only give it a shot for a couple of attempts. Don't try to do it for more than four, otherwise you'll be blocked for 24 hours. So that's one. Now, in case if you're not able to link up and you have applied on May 6th specifically for international graduate and stream A, stream B, and French, of course, but that specific time is for May 6th, try to get hold of IRCC. Not everybody would be able to get it successfully. And as I've mentioned in my previous videos, like tips and tricks, some of you have been able to get through, and I've got a personal message, so that's really commendable that they got the application number. So when you call up IRCC, just explain that we have filed on so and so date, and this was the time, and I'm not able to link up the application with the UCI number or family name or whatsoever information is available. In case if your information is loaded and it's very close to getting it assigned by the centralized management system, you are likely to get the application number. Again, not everybody would be able to get it through. If you don't get that, just wait for your turn, and it will be done automatically. Now, secondly, the vacation time period would be starting very soon. So I've mentioned the dates here. Now, applicants who applied under IG stream, that's international graduate, on May 6th, the maximum IRCC has been able to provide the rollouts is 8:10 p.m. And that's again where you are able to link up the application, even able to get the ADR or even able to receive the AOR. It doesn't mean that those who applied during the first hour or maybe like 40 to 60 minutes time period have got it through. They're still waiting. They have not been able to get the AOR, not even able to get the ability to link up the application, and there is no information from IRCC. So for those, don't have to panic. You're not the single one in the boat. There are many candidates who are still waiting during the time when they apply, like the first hour on May 6th. So this is again case to case. There's one more thing coming up, that once you fill up the PR confirmation portal, people are getting panicked that, oh, I have submitted the photograph and it's not getting through. Again, you don't have to get worried about that. It's just a matter of time. Some of the applications are taking longer than they expected, and I just wanted to cover this quickly here. When you go on cic.dc.ca website, you have to follow the instructions given out on the photo specification. So make sure that it has to be as per the parameters set up by IRCC. The photos has to be done by a professional. Don't try to do it at home because this is really important. Don't take a chance. Just follow the instructions provided on the website. And yeah, this is like very simple. This photo has to be on the PR card. So just make sure that it has to be as per the benchmark set by IRCC, and then you should be good to go. Even if it takes more than expected time, like not everybody is getting like within 5 days time period from PR confirmation portal to ECOPR. Sometimes it may take 2 weeks or maybe 4 weeks. So it depends upon the case to case along with the visa officer. All right. Moving on to our first timeline, let's dive into it. This is the case of Dhaval. Thank you so very much for sharing your timeline. So he has applied on May 6th at 5:40 p.m. Eastern Time. He was able to link up the application in this month only. So you can see, look at the speed, how he's been able to get the BIL letter, and then there was a requisition for police clearance certificate and IELTS, and then he uploaded all the ADR within a day. After that, he was able to get the AOR, that was yesterday, December 22nd. So this has been very quick, honestly speaking, guys. It's taking like 2 or max to max 3 weeks time period from the period when you receive the first confirmation and then the ECOPR. So it's pretty amazing. Another timeline is 7:15 p.m. Eastern time zone. This candidate has applied and he was able to receive the AOR on December 15th. Thereafter, he submitted all the documents, including the older medicals, what he had before as a part of his study permit. You can do that too, and don't need to worry about that whether we have to do it re-medical because that is not required. There was only one ADR that's for PCC, and he uploaded that information and got the PR confirmation yesterday only. That was December 22nd. Another timeline is for essential non-health. To be honest, during the time where we are, like we are heading towards holidays and there's so much of timelines. This is amazing. 7:21 a.m. It's mountain time and it's on under non-health care. This candidate was able to get the AOR and link up the application on the very same day, that is November 5th, and then the ECOPR, it was on November 29th. So you can see that the time period from ECOPR to PR card, it was approximately like very less time. It's like on December 22nd, he was able to get the PR card. So again, you don't have to worry about the, in this case, what happened is that very interesting thing. Although he received the PR card and under his portal, it still shows that it's in review by IRCC, like the photo section. So this could be a technical glitch. Sometimes the information is not loaded, so you don't have to be anxious about that. Okay, another timeline is at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, May 6th again, and it's an IG stream, International Graduate. The candidate was able to get the ADR, that's for Indian PCC and payment received. So generally, they will ask you only for the PCC, and when it asks for PCC, it's by default from India or from your native country. They're not going to ask you from Canada. It depends, if visa officers really want to know about it, like he may ask, but again, they are not supposed to ask for the PCC for Canada. They're supposed to ask the PCC from whichever the country you have stayed for more than 6 months, excluding Canada. And from Canada, they will ask you for RCMP fingerprints. That's not a mandatory requirement. In case if they need, they will ask you, and you don't have to submit on your own. Okay. So it was the requirement, he submitted it, and that's how he was able to get the ECOPR. Now, the interesting thing here is like many of you are doing it, and I totally understand. So he called up IRCC like 10 times, and the first time was the one he was able to get hold of agent, and he that was the time when he updated his primary email address. So all the correspondence would be directed to that particular email address. You can certainly do that, but not 10 times. Okay, so IG stream again 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, and this candidate was able to link up the application on December 23rd. Now he did not receive any AOR email. However, he got the request for ADR. Now let me remind you, AOR is not a mandatory requirement. 99% of the cases you will get the AOR. Now you may reach to a level of PR portal or ECOPR even without receiving the AOR. So you don't have to worry about in case if you don't receive that. The main thing is that your information should be updated with IRCC on given time, and you should be able to submit all the requisition, all the required documents within a stipulated time period or within the time period, allotted by IRCC to you. So there was an ADR for police clearance certificate. Again, it has to be submitted within its valid time period. Try not to submit the expired one unless you have submitted the confirmation receipt at the beginning. So what does it mean? That in case if you have applied your case with the receipt that you have applied for PCC, now that given PCC is expired, because if you have done it in May, of course, by this time it's all expired. So you can submit the old PCC, like the expired one. Along with that, try to submit the confirmation receipt or even the application receipt for the new one, so that your case should be strong enough and the PCC has to be valid. Now with this, maybe visa officer should be satisfied with your old PCC since you have not traveled outside Canada, but I would strongly recommend not to take chance at this point of time. So just apply for it. That's something I really would recommend. Moving on to our stream B again, 9:30 p.m. Pacific time zone. This was of May 9th. In this case, he got the AOR, and again, he has asked IRCC, no, in this, the beautiful case, actually, a lot of you are contemplating to visit outside Canada. So in this case, the candidate actually got the portal credentials on December 6th. And that was the time he was updating his information with IRCC. And he has asked IRCC that he needs to go to USA for like 4 days time period. So consequently, what IRCC did is that they told this candidate that okay, you can go and travel and then come back and let us know when you are back in Canada. He did the same thing, so it was kind of a delayed. So if you're traveling or if you're planning to travel outside Canada, based upon current scenario, none of the application got rejected. However, there has been a delay in the PR confirmation portal or the ECOPR. So if you are ready with to take up that chance, it's fine. You don't have to worry about that. So if any marriage is happening or even your marriage is happening, I would recommend definitely you can travel. However, if it's like just visiting family or something of that sort, you can certainly hold back till the time you get the PR confirmation. Then of course you can take your own call. So in this case, he has updated his mailing address and photo submission was done, and that's how he was able to get the ECOPR that was on December 23rd. Another timeline is for IG stream with inland dependent. This candidate has applied on May 6th at 2:48 p.m. Eastern time zone, and there was an ADR. So basically, you will be asked to submit the PCC in case if you have not submitted before, and if there has been a flaw or any indiscrepancy in your application forms like IMM0008 form or IMM 5669 form or Schedule A, visa officer would ask you to resubmit that and then you should be good to go. So here it was PCC, and then he has submitted the biometrics with the old as a part of old application. Biometric is valid for 10 years, so you don't have to redo it. However, a lot of candidate has submitted the fees. So if they are like visa officer is satisfied with your old biometrics, he would send you the refund letter. So the money would be credited to your account. So he got the acknowledgement of receipt of PCC. That's what, it was on December 11th. And then he got the ECOPR on December 23rd. And yeah, this is like today. Okay, so now this is interesting timeline. A lot of you had confusion like how much time does it take from ECOPR to PR. Now technically it takes 4 to 6 weeks time period, like from the date you receive the ECOPR to PR card. So this is exactly the process. So when you receive the ECOPR, like here, you have to your application should be linked. Now in some of the cases, even if you're not able to link up the application, you still be able to get the PR card, and that's I'm talking on the basis of the candidates who actually got it through. So don't have to get panic about it. So in this case, the candidate got the ECOPR on November 27th, then on November 30th, he linked up his application and then got the ghost update on December 15th, like after 15 days time period. And that's like of an indication, even in PR application, when you get AOR to ECOPR, that it has been loaded. And moreover, like when visa officer actually makes a note, that's how you get the ghost update. And application was approved and mailed, and it was like within 3 days from that day he got the PR card. Now PR card would be mailed to you, so make sure the address what you update with IRCC, it has to be accurate. Now he applied under stream B on May 6 at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time zone. So total time it actually took from ECOPR to PR card is actually 29 days. It varies from case to case again. And now there are candidates who actually got the ECOPR on November 9th, and they still got the ECO like PR card on December 23rd. So 29 days is not a benchmark. As I said in the beginning, it's from 4 to 6 weeks time to be precise. Okay, so stream B, non-healthcare. This candidate has applied on May 18 and was able to get the AOR and BIL that was on December 21st. The very day he was able to link up the application. And then there was an ADR as a rule. It was for police clearance certificate, again, has to be within its valid time period. That's the day before December 21st. Okay, so another case is for stream B, non-healthcare. Application was of May 13th at 4:49 p.m. Eastern Time Zone, and you can see on December 21st, like 2 days ago, he was able to get the ability to link up the application, and then there was a PCC and IELTS requirement. So why the IELTS requirement would happen in case if you have submitted only the like screenshot of IELTS, then of course the visa officer would ask you for TRF, that's called test report form for IELTS. And then same story like biometric, whatever the old biometrics he was satisfied, and that's how he's going to credit the money in his account for the biometric refund. Okay, so another timeline, 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time Zone on May 6 for IG Stream, and this candidate was able to get the ADR for PCC like October 22nd, then link up the application on October 25th, and then there was an ADR for Schedule A, again December 15th. Now, interesting thing is that he received the AOR on December 9th, and he called up IRCC like the day before, that is December 8th, to inquire about his status. If you would like to do it, you certainly can do it, but don't try to overdo it. Otherwise, it's kind of, stressing yourself out. So yeah, just avoid that situation. And that's how he got the PR portal on December 22nd. Moving on to another timeline is for IG Stream, and this is for like May 6th at 2:32 p.m. Pacific Time Zone. He got the ADR for PCC on November 3rd and then received the AOR on December 9th itself. Now, thereafter, he got the portal confirmation on December 17th and portal credential on December 20th. And now he's waiting for the eCOPR. Again, portal confirmation to eCOPR generally take maybe a week's time or maybe 2 or 3 weeks time period. So it varies from case to case. So the assessment is going on, and he's certainly going to get the eCOPR very soon. Not to forget about the upcoming holidays. So yeah, it probably would push it a little further with a day or two. Okay, so this is 7:15 p.m. May 6th International Graduate Timeline. He was able to link up the application yesterday only, and so far no AOR. So this could also be another scenario. And as I said in the beginning, that it varies from case to case. Again, those who applied in the first 40 to 60 minutes time period, they are still waiting for the confirmation from IRCC, or they're not even able to link up the application, and they're not even able to get any AOR or any letter from IRCC. So that again depends upon the case. We are looking at a huge number like 40,000 under international graduate, not to forget 7,300 that happened by fluke. So 47,300 applications. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Now let's quickly jump on to our update. This is exactly the timeline update under IG Stream, Stream A, Stream B, French Stream. Again, IG Stream is going from 12 to 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. That's the maximum they have reached up to. And then the Stream A, IRCC has been able to issue the rollouts from May 6th to August 23rd, and we are going to experience huge jump by the beginning of January. So I'll keep you posted about that too. And then Stream B, of course, May 6th till July 16th. I have covered lots of cases in my previous videos, so you can certainly go and check them out. And in the French Stream, of course, it's from May 6th to August 23rd. That's the maximum they got hold of. So if you have any questions or confusion, you can write back to me, and I will try to resolve as many queries as I can. Don't forget to check out IRCC web form. Like my strong recommendation, when you go on the IRCC web form, you will be able to get all the information like photo specification. This is something very common issues right these days, that people are waiting for their eCOPR and they're contemplating, whether my photograph was not up to the specification or no. In case if you have got it through a professional, you don't have to worry about it. Just have little patience because it's a Christmas time or holidays time. So maybe visa officer are taking little their own time. But truly speaking, this has been one of the fastest immigration program. So yeah, I think you are likely to get the response as and when it is done. So for more updates, of course, you can subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the like button. That will keep you motivated. Till then, take care, guys. Stay safe and bye.